Oh, Ah, you're a human! I haven't seen one of your kind in quite some time, and how young you are, too. Golly, are you hurt, child? I apologize for not coming sooner, and more prepared for that matter. Perhaps I should have placed a mattress on the flower bed. But I suppose that's neither here nor there. Howdy, my name is Asgore Dreamer. I come through here every day to tend to the flowers. However, today seems as if it will be an exception. Rise, child. I shall guide you through these ancient halls. Can you walk? Ah, good. Come with me. Welcome to Ruined Home, the former capital of monster civilization. There are still some puzzles lying about to be solved, and... Actually, why don't I just show you? It's funny, sometimes I forget how small Ruined Home is. Well, I guess that's what comes with old age, huh? So, now that we're here, you may be wondering just why you need to solve puzzles to pass. Soon after the war, we set up these puzzles to deter human invaders. After a while, however, they stopped serving their original purpose and became a part of our everyday lives. Nowadays, it's just tradition to solve puzzles to proceed. So what do you say? Let's give it a shot. What's wrong, little one? Do you need help? Well, perhaps I could give you a slight hint. In order to find the truth, you must first identify the lies. Only then will you discover the solution. Golly, I sure hope that helped. Wonderful. I'm proud of you, young one. However, this was but a simple test. As we continue, the obstacles will become more difficult. You certainly seem to know what you're doing. Have you done something similar before? In any case, let us continue to the next room. Now, onto something much easier. To complete this puzzle, you must navigate the two mazes. Just flip the right switches to lower the barriers. Flipping the incorrect switch will result in a penalty, so beware. The spikes are made of rubber, so don't be scared. This puzzle is simple enough. Just refer to the signs and your wits. Excellent work! You certainly have a grasp as to how puzzles work here. Unfortunately, there are obstacles far more difficult ahead. I will explain in the next room. Ah, here we are! Through this door is a very old training room. As you are a human in the underground, monsters may attack you. Now don't get the wrong idea. Many monsters are still very bitter with humanity. Either way, you must know how to defend yourself. Would you care for a lesson, child? Splendid! Come along then. When a monster attacks, you will enter a fight. In this scenario, your opponent shall be this training dummy. When you're ready to begin, simply approach it. There's nothing to be afraid of. The dummy won't be bothered by anything, probably. Oh dear, are you nervous, young one? There. This will only take a moment. Think of it as a trip to the dentist. Yes, it may be intimidating, but it's quite necessary. I gather my metaphor didn't help much. Let's begin then. In a battle, you have many options at your disposal. For one, you may act to resolve things peacefully, show your opponent mercy, make use of an item you have on hand, or, if push comes to shove, fight your way out. Why don't you give them a try? Good! Very good! If you act to check your opponent, you may learn something useful about them. Further on, you may use that information to your advantage, and act further to find a peaceful resolution, if possible. Wonderful! I see you've made a new friend. It seems like they no longer wish to fight you even. Perhaps all they wanted was someone to talk to. From here, you can show your opponent mercy and spare them. Well, I suppose that's all you needed to learn. I hope you enjoyed our little lesson. Now before we go, how about you say goodbye to the dummy?
I've had it. I've had it. I've had it! You! That's all you have to say? After everything we went through together, you're just going to say goodbye? Like nothing even mattered? And you really think you can solve your problems by talking it out? Well, I have news for you, dummy! Nobody is going to listen to your howdy when they're trying to kill you! I come here in search of a real opponent, and I get stuck with you? I have never been insulted like this all my life. Your mere presence has just made me so mad, livid, absolutely enraged. And do you know what I do when I'm mad? I swear I have more knives, usually. This isn't over! Mark my words with your brightest marker, human. From this moment forth, we are mortal rivals!
Well, that was unexpected. However, you still did a great job. In any case, that's it for battle trading, I suppose. Before we move on, I want to give you something. This is a journal and some crayons too. With these, you may jot down whatever you see fit. Whether it be profiles, notes, or doodles, I'm sure you will use it very well. In the meantime, I will be going on ahead. Feel free to record your thoughts or take a break. This room is rather tranquil after all. The perfect place for a picnic, tea party. Bah, there I go rambling again. Regardless, human, take your time. Ho ho ho, well, would you look at that? It's none other than a bowl of candy. Say, why don't you treat yourself to a piece? After all, you certainly earned it. What's the matter, young one? Do you not want a piece of candy? I assure you, they are delicious. They taste nothing like licorice. Good choice. Lucky for you, this candy is a magic item. If your soul were to sustain damage in a fight, you may use certain items to heal your injuries. Or just take a rest. It'll soothe your body, mind, and soul. Oh dear. It's all right, little one. Neither I can resist the temptation of a treat. Come along now. Why, hello there, little frogget. And how are you today? I see you've met my new friend. I must ask that we talk later, as we're quite busy at the moment.
Ribbit. My apologies, Asgore. I'll see you later.
Now then, before we proceed throughout the rest of Ruined Home, I thought we would just take a little stroll, enjoy the scenery and chat for a while. Come, young one. Ah, would you smell the flowers? I know it may not seem like such a big deal. They're just flowers after all. But see, it's much more than that. Even though this world was meant to be our prison, sealing us underneath the bright skies and the singing birds, life continues to firmly plant its roots, and with it, hope for a better tomorrow, for peace, for freedom. You may be wondering what the other monsters are like, how they act, how they look. Well, I can assure you, none look like me. There are a wide variety of monsters in the underground. Spiders, skeletons, slimes, stones, and plants even. Why, I could have sworn I even saw a golden flower monster once. I wonder how many there are. Perhaps we could both make friends with them. Golly, are we already at the end of the hall? It's quite amazing just how fast time can fly, especially when you're as old as me. Ho ho ho! Now that we've reached the end, you have been doing such a great job. Why, everything thus far has gone smoothly. Well, aside from the dummy, but I am confident that now you understand the basics of Ruined Home. Come, let us return to my home. Perhaps you could help me. Now, who could that be? Howdy! How may I... Oh, golly, that is quite unexpected. I'll be right there to sort it out. My apologies. Something has suddenly come up. I must run some errands, which means you will be alone for a while. I know. You have proven your understanding of Ruined Home. However, it seems somebody has been causing a ruckus, harassing monsters and screaming rather loudly and angrily. I do trust you, but I worry for your safety. Ah, it seems that I have an extra cell phone. Please take it. In the event that you need me, feel free to call. I will return soon. Please stay safe, young one. Howdy, and how are you faring, child? Ah, good. I'm very glad to hear. Howdy. I hope Ruined Home isn't giving you trouble. I know that in the past, other children have... I'm sure you will be fine. I have complete faith in you, young one. Why, hello again. My, you sure are calling quite a lot, aren't you? Ah, I see what the problem is. Silly me, leaving you alone without much to preoccupy you. Well, if you grow bored with the journal, there's something else you have. Your imagination. Picture yourself as the leader of a flowery kingdom. Having tea parties and giving jolly speeches. I bet that would be fun. Do you need anything, child? Ah, just wanted to say hello again. You sure are determined to keep greeting me. I would love to talk more, but I do have things I must be doing. If you have any pressing matters, please call me again. Howdy. About me? Well, there isn't much to say about myself. I'm just an old man who likes to spend his time relaxing. Taking care of the flowers, telling stories, enjoying cups of tea, holding conversation with the locals. Why, even sharing useful life advice with others. It is quite rewarding. Pardon? For a second, I could have sworn you called me Dad. Oh, you did? Nobody has called me that in a long time. I guess if you would be comfortable calling me that, then you may. Now I know I gave you permission to call me Dad, and, of course, what you just said is perfectly within reason. But why did you say it like that, young one? What made you say that? I don't know whether to laugh or feel disturbed. Oh ho ho! Help with a puzzle? Now let's see here. Wait a moment. What you're describing? Oh, silly child. That isn't a puzzle room. Unless you consider the mystery of life to be a puzzle. Ho ho.